Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's Google Hangout. Every Thursday at 1 o'clock, we like to get together and talk about your virtual portal. I tell you, it's been an exciting week, and I'm just going to start out with letting everybody know. I know you're probably taking the time out of your schedule, maybe on your lunch break, or just waiting today to hear what we're going to talk about with your virtual portal and some quick tips on how to help people across the world see the value in what we call a virtual business card. So we're going to get more into that, but I'd like to get started on time because I know you're busy at this time of the day, and normally I take maybe about 15-20 minutes of your time. I know sometimes I went a little longer, but it gets exciting here telling you about some of the things that's going on. Just so that you know, if you're coming on right now, we're going to have a special CEO, John Sullivan. He's going to be on Monday night at 8:30. Just wanted to make that quick announcement. You'll probably get a text. Like always, we get texts letting everybody know because that's the most effective way to communicate. So whenever you're throughout your day, you'll probably get a text letting you know about webinars. I know on Tuesdays, we have Ron Hines at, at 1 o'clock. We have Rachel that does a great vSmart training on how to set up a vSmart. Normally less than 7 minutes it takes her to do that. She also gets more into, some of you are probably watching on vShop Live, where you're literally watching live stream me training or Rachel training or some of the guys out here when we do our webinars or Google Hangouts. We have vShop Live, so we're streaming live right now, so people are watching on their smartphones, and that's powerful. Why is that so powerful? Because as of last year, 2013, they're saying now that more people have smartphones than they have personal computers. Now that's powerful, and they talk about how 90% of the people are checking their text within 10 minutes. And you probably can ask yourself right now, you're sitting there, you got your phone, and you probably don't have any unopened text. So most people have already opened the text, responded back, or you've opened it and not responded. So it's the most effective way to communicate, and that's just powerful. You know, we've got cutting edge technology that's been really on the verge of some of the big, I call them the big guys out here. And when you click on your .com site, most people here probably know about your .com site, and you can go there, and we've got excellent feedback and communication as far as what we've done here, being able to be in all these different countries. You can see the flags at the top of this screen here. Guy asked me yesterday, he says, does this mean that we can only do business in those countries? No, that's just some of the countries that we're already in. We just launched May of this year, second week of May down in Tampa, Florida. Had an outstanding launch. I mean, it was people there from other countries. And one of the things that was so impressive is opening and launching day one, able to have I think we had about 20 countries already involved at that time. Yes. So it was an exciting conference down there. And that's where they actually announced the vShop Live, where you can be doing live streaming, a Google Hangout, and a webinar all at one time, which is actually what we do pretty frequently here. And like I said, Tuesdays at 1, you see Rachel training on how to set that up and do that. And also Tuesday nights, Ron Hines does a great webinar at 9 o'clock. And then Wednesdays, we have our Spanish webinar. Tune in for that. And then Thursdays, we have, of course, 1 o'clock, you've got this going on with the Google Hangout here with myself, Coach Danner here. And then Thursday nights, we have a webinar with Kenneth and Lisa Bristol. Outstanding webinar as well. And then every now and then we'll have a special Saturday training. But, you know, just wanted to give you a forecast of what to look forward through. We have a lot of training during the week so people can come and just find out what's going on. So, but back to what the who's are saying about, you know, our technology, video texting. And you can see some of these guys here. I mean, you can just go on down. If you're looking at your screen, everybody recognizes probably Bill Gates or Virginia Rometty, the owner of or IBM CEO, and they've just got all these comments. You know, you've got Larry Page, CEO of Google, Mark Zuckerberg. You know, users check their smartphones 100 times a day. I'd probably say it's more, you know. And then when you just going down, you're just seeing all these guys, you know, most of these people are billionaires. And, you know, when we talk about being ahead of a trend or setting a trend, we already was in pre-launched a year ago. And when we launched in May, people were like just amazed with what we had in place and the simplicity of the technology. And it's not an application. So these guys here, they're basically Bill Gates. This is an interview with CBS this morning. This was on February 18th, 2013. And my mistake was not having the right mobile strategy at the right time. It's a quote there, right? And you're saying, mistake? Well, mobile strategy. Well, what do we have that he's talking about here? One of the things I can tell you is with the virtual vSmart or a virtual business card, you're able to text any video just to show you, some of the text, what they look like when you receive one. Very powerful. And if you don't want to know how I'm getting here, if you just go to your product link at your .com site, that's your virtualportal.com site. And if you just click on vSmart customer example in English, now right underneath it has international vSmarts, because we have vSmarts in other languages. Yes, and we had that when we launched. That's very powerful. But we're going to stick to English, because I know most people out here that's talking right now or listening to me are probably speaking English. But here's some vSmarts here that's already made. And one that I like to just look at, there's two I'll show you real quick. One is St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, and you can see how she has a video. That's video marketing. You can text on just any smartphone, and that text, when they click on it, it's not an app, so it's nothing they have to download. And you've probably gotten a text or received the text from someone in your virtual portal, and you'll notice that those videos are just powerful. Touches emotion, so you can actually see the video there. Like if I click on this right here, you actually can see that it comes up, and you can literally press play, and you can hear the message from St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. Down below, you can have call to action buttons. You can see there's Facebook. Most people have a Facebook link on their vSmarts, and a lot of people also like the power of being able to have a buy now button, or like it has donate by mail, call to action. You can see Twitter. Follow St. Jude's on Twitter. All your call to action buttons are all in one place, and that's just a powerful way, to market. And then another one here that's very powerful is here with Pastor Matthew. Now, this is a pastor of a church, and this particular vSmart, Pastor Matthew's Hartsfield's Van Dyke Church. Here, you can see he has a video there, and what's very powerful is he can change that video at any time. And when I say it's not an application, normally, I have had business owners tell me that, something like that, they got quoted like $2,000, some $3,000 sometimes, maybe a little more, maybe less. And they said if they put it together, and if they ever need to change something, because sometimes companies need to change something like right now, well, they would have to call a tech person. And then that tech person normally may charge 30, 40, 50 bucks to make any type of change, right? So now you're in line, because you have to wait. It might be today, it might be tomorrow, who knows? So you will get that change, but it will cost. Well, what's so popular about your virtual portal and the simplicity of doing a vSmart in under 7 minutes? Yes, I mean, it's really simple to do. Is you can take any video, and if you can copy and paste, then you can build a vSmart. It's real simple. So you can go out and get any video that you want on YouTube, and you can change it or do your own. So that is what's so powerful of video marketing, being able to have control. And not only that, but bring in all of the social media links out there, like Facebook. You can see here, this particular one has Facebook, Twitter, online giving, right? And a person, they can click on that. And a lot of these charities like that, the fact that they can have buy now buttons, or register now, or donate now, call to action buttons, while somebody just watched a video, because it's emotions a lot of times that makes people react, out of sight, out of mind. And that's normally what happens when you're marketing with a business cards. Most people have seen these, and you're taught to order these probably every month and hand them out. But normally they don't get out. You hand it out, and you don't really know if it ever gets out of the car to even make it into the home. It could. May not, we don't know. But one thing we do know with a text, 90% of the people are checking those texts within 10 minutes. And when you're looking at smartphones, if more people have smartphones than personal computers, that's powerful. But as you can see, if you was to send someone your vSmart, and they did go and put it in a personal computer or a tablet, it conforms to fit the screen. So it's not that it's only for smartphone. That is very, very powerful too, that CEO John Sullivan and Colleen Sullivan has put together, so that nobody is going to be in a situation where, wow, I can't look at this. Yes, whether you're pulling it up online, your tablet, it doesn't matter. You'll be able to review the information. And we take all the call to action buttons, like your superstars, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and we put them all in one platform. And in that platform, they're able to review everything. Because I've often gotten a business card before. And when I look at the business card, I'll ask the person, I'll say, oh, this is your business card. And they'll say, yeah. I said, oh, you're still cutting down trees, huh? They're like, what do you mean cutting down trees? I said, well, anytime you're doing your marketing, whether it be your business cards or your circulars, you probably get these in the mail. Well, that requires someone to cut down a tree and make the paper. I said, well, you haven't seen the new virtual business card? And they're like, no, what are you talking about? And then all you have to do at that point is just text them your actual virtual business card. And when they see it on their phone, they're going to be like, wow, it's the wow factor, right? And once they look at that and you're able to take and show them how they can get one for free, because we give away free samples. So you can either let them build it, because it's real simple. You give them a free sample, or you can take the information and build it yourself. It's less than 7 minutes, and then text it to them, and they'll look at it and they'll say, wow, I like it. I mean, how can they really not like it? It's all about their company. It's all about their brand. And when we say brand, talking about branding yourself, that's why you want Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, Google Plus, all these different things right there in that one business card through that virtual text, because everyone can see who you are. They can build a relationship with you through Facebook as you're branding yourself, and you're building your list. And you've heard the technology, or excuse me, the terminology, the money is in the list, but we have the technology so that you can get the list. Now, all you're doing is texting. Why is texting so much more effective than a business card? Well, real simple example. If I was to hand out a business card, and let's just say, for example, that business card happens to do with, I don't know, maybe a car sales person or something. Well, once that car salesman gives that particular business card out, then he's out of the picture, and he's waiting and depending on that person to look at that card. But let's say that same car salesman is using the virtual business card through your virtual portal or the vSmart. Now, that same car salesman can text the person or use it for follow-up to, and keep them updated on the new inventory, what's coming in, or you was looking for that minivan, and at the time you was here, we didn't have it. Now we've got one in. I've got my, phone here, and I'm just showing you a quick video. I'm going to post this on YouTube. Now I'm going to text it to you, and when you click on the minivan link, you can actually see me walking around this particular minivan, showing you, the inside, the outside, under the hood, and that's very powerful. And you could actually literally send that text to someone else. So now you're going viral. In other words, you're forwarding that text, where it's sort of hard to do that with a business card. It's not really a fair comparison to compare a virtual business card to a business card, because it's really about, like, if we were to go back and start talking about this versus email. Now, you already know what I just held up. Most 5, 6-year-olds probably don't even know what this is right here. But at one time, we did market through cassette tapes. We passed out 5 a day, and then you taught your group to pass out 5 a day, right? And as you got those out, you had to turn around and reorder, and it cost money, right? Business cards cost money. Well, with your vSmart, you got unlimited text for less than $1 a day. Less than $1 a day, you have unlimited text that you can text as many of these vSmarts out as you like. And not only that, you can use, because you get one where you can market your virtual portal. That's an extra stream of income if you like. And you also get 2 that you can use for personal use. So you may use one, just like Pastor Matthew Hartsfield is using right here. That would be considered for the church. Now, let's just say, for example, personal use. If you want to know what I mean when I say use it for personal use, well, just go right here to vSmart Return on Advertisement 2. And again, awesome guy. You're here on Monday at 8:30 with Clyde, introducing John Sullivan on our Monday call. The CEO here, Clyde Richardson, does a great job on the Monday calls as well, as far as introducing, the CEO and giving updates. Bottom line is, he has put some videos here. This is John Sullivan has put some videos here that you can show people just by simply giving them some examples. So if you're using one for your business, you might use the other vSmart for just following up or some huge announcements. And this is one I always like to show because it's John William. If you see that, johnwilliam.yourvirtualportal.net, it's just an example that John's put together. And just, I'm going to play just a couple minutes of it, or excuse me, a couple seconds, not a couple minutes, but just a couple seconds of this so that you can get some ideas on how you can keep up with your group. Like we say, follow up is very important. So you could just text this out to your team, and with one message, you're able to, you know, say something like this, just as an example.
Hey guys, what's up? It's John here. A couple quick important announcements for you guys. This is going to be the same thing for the next 4 weeks. Every Monday night at 9 o'clock, the company is going to be hosting a webinar. Try to get as many people on the webinar as you can. If for some reason they can't get on at 9, that's okay. 10 o'clock, we're going to do a team conference call. We're going to try to bring everyone we know onto that to help grow and establish your business center. That's what we're here to do, to help you out. So bring your people. Let's grow this thing. Let's help out each other.
Now, that is powerful, and he just said it perfectly. That's what we're here to do. We're here to help you to do what you do better. That's really what we do here with Your Virtual Portal. So it didn't really matter what you're marketing. You know, let's say, like, for example, I've got restaurants that's got vSmarts, and this is a good example. Say, for example, if it's an Italian restaurant and today's Thursday and they need to get rid of the meatballs by Saturday. So if today's Thursday and they need to get rid of these extra meatballs by Saturday, then how can they effectively do that? Well, if they're marketing on radio, it may take a little bit of time because that radio ad's already running, and it may not hit everybody because everybody doesn't listen to that station. If they're marketing through circulars, well, they'd have to print up something. We know we're probably going to go that route, right? If they put the little sign outside the restaurant as people are walking by, right, and they're relying on foot traffic to see, it could be okay, but all their customers or their people that love to eat there may not walk by that day. We're in an urgent situation, got to get rid of the meatballs by Saturday, right? But if that person at that restaurant did a quick YouTube video, hi, this is Johnny's Pizza. Just let everybody know that we're having half off meatball subs on Friday all day long, starting at 11 a.m., going all the way through 12 midnight. So come in, just let us know you got the text, half off meatball subs, and boom. Now, just that simple. Took less than 15 seconds for me to say it, another 15 seconds for me to copy and paste it in my vSmart, and now most owners or companies, if they do have, you know, the phone numbers of their customers, because sometimes they will do that. They will ask them, hey, if you'd like to keep up with some of my specials, then let me know, and I'll text you by permission. So now at that particular point, they could send out that text, and they would do it. Let's just say if they did it Friday morning at 9:30, most people just finished breakfast, right? Or their cup of coffee. So now they're already thinking about lunch. Oh, they just get this text with Johnny's Pizza, or Tony's Pizza. So that's just an example of how he was able to effectively control the bottom line, which is we need to get rid of these meatballs. That's just one example. You could be having a garage sale. This is just a personal way that people use it, and it's going to be Saturday morning. Most garage sales are early. So let's say that garage sale may be at 7 o'clock in the morning. You know, some places might be 6 o'clock, right? But if you was to go ahead and go in the garage and just take your smartphone or take a video of your golf clubs, the bicycle, and hi guys, we're having a yard sale Saturday morning, garage sale Saturday morning, starting at 7. Here I'm in my garage, just panning a few things that I'm going to be letting go. Here's some golf clubs. Here's a bicycle. Hey, make sure you park out back, and we're going to have probably some donuts for breakfast, coffee served at lunchtime. Might have some hot dogs and things like that. So make sure you come out and, you know, forward this to anybody you know who may need some golf clubs. My son's getting ready to go off to college, and he's getting rid of a bunch of things here. Bottom line is, guys, that is a very powerful way to have a garage sale. So now, instead of putting that little sign up where people drive by, nothing wrong with doing that. You can do that too. But when they forward this and everybody's starting to see, oh, there's those golf clubs. Or John, hey, man, there's a guy having a yard sale. You mentioned you need a bicycle for this. Well, now they're forwarding a text and they can see the video, and you see how that's just going viral. Yes, for less than $1 a day, you're able to get, your virtual business cards, unlimited text. It's not an application. And you can use one to market your virtual portal, of course. You can use one to market your business. And you've also got another one if you want for follow-up or personal use. That's just, the price. Really, when we talk about pricing, a lot of people ask us about pricing, and you can just go here and you see our prices that we have. Hold on one second here. All right, here you got vSmart pricing. Okay. Now, when you click on this particular link here, it's very self-explanatory whether you want to get the starter and your professional, prime, or elite. I had a company a couple of weeks ago, a lending company, right? And they had about 8 different locations across the country. So they got the professional pack because they wanted each particular company to have their own YouTube videos for that area for lending, right? So they got the professional pack and they got 10 vSmarts, and they'll take and use, obviously, if they got 8 different establishments across the country, you can see where that just made sense, right? The annual pack, you don't have to worry about any monthly payments. You don't have to worry about the $27 a month, and you save money when you do that as well by coming in at that $299. Probably, I'd say, one of the most popular packs there. Another thing people ask, well, what if I, have a lot of people to text? Like some of these companies might have 500 people they need to text. Well, vGlobal text pricing, and you can see where you can get set up if you'd like. Of course, there's different prices here. Very, very, very inexpensive. You can see most of the ones here on their $100 to text. You can just send in your information by email. They get it, and they take and text all the numbers for you, whether it's 375 up to 2,500, doesn't matter, and they'll do it for you. That's powerful. Make sure all the numbers are good, not going to landlines, things like that. That question comes up a lot. So we've got everything handled right here. Just go to your site and just look at it. If you go in your back office, a lot of times people may not even have been in their back office. Any emails or texts, because 80% of the emails go to spam and people don't even get them anymore. That's why I was saying, if you thought this was powerful back in the day when emails came out, you were like, whoa, that's the way to do it, right? So then everybody started putting you an autoresponder. So it really wasn't real communication because it's an autoresponder. You send 500 people the same message, and then every 3 days, the same message goes to another 500 people. So if 10 people are doing that to the same person, you're getting all kinds of emails, and you probably haven't opened them. You might have 1,000 like me that ain't even been opened, right? But then we went from email, where 80% of them more likely going to spam or not getting open, to texting. And that's where we're at, with your smartphone. So now you're able to send that text, and that's the most effective way to communicate. And people love it because when you got your text with that vSmart and you clicked on it, you got to ask yourself, had you ever seen anything like that before? Everybody tells me, no, I haven't got a text like that. That's called a clue. Being at the beginning, set the trendsetters of where we're at right now with video texting, and being able to get, by sharing this, you're rewarded. And when I say by rewarded, every Friday, Colleen, the CEO of the company, has not missed paying ever. Every Friday evening, your money, she hits send, boom, is there on your card. So she does reward people to share this. That's what network marketing is all about, building a team and being able to have residual income. You'd rather have 1% of 100 people's than 100% of your own. So if you are looking for extra income, we have a great place here for you with something that everybody can use, because we can help you do what you do better. Doesn't matter really what company you're with or service or product or even personal use like I went over, we can help you do what you do better. So, hey, like I said, normally I was about 20 minutes. and I went over a little bit today, but just excited. Don't forget the CEO, John Sullivan, going to be on our call at 8:30. Go in your back office if you don't know and can't keep up with the webinars and when this is and that is. We've always got them archived in your back office. You have on the left, you'll see emails. Click on that and you keep updated with everything. Well, have a great weekend. Look forward to you next Thursday, 1 o'clock Eastern, and being able to share some more, nuggets here with your virtual portal, some things that's just exciting and working for people out there. So enjoy your weekend and make sure you can get on that call Monday, 8:30 with CEO John Sullivan and get some updates. Awesome. Thanks.